Does every state have its own employment eligibility requirements? In today's fast-paced job market, many people are asking, does every state have its own employment eligibility requirements? This question is especially relevant as job seekers navigate the complexities of employment laws. With recent discussions around hiring practices and eligibility criteria, understanding these requirements is more important than ever. At the federal level, there are established laws that set a baseline for employment eligibility. The Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act of 1996 requires employers to verify the work authorization of their employees. This verification is typically done using the Employment Eligibility Verification Form, commonly known as the I-9 form. This process is uniform across all states, ensuring that there is a consistent standard for employers to follow. However, states can add their own specific regulations and requirements on top of the federal framework. For instance, some states have laws that limit the use of wage or salary history in hiring decisions. A notable example is New York's labor law section 190, which prohibits employers from asking about a candidate's previous salary. This means that while the federal requirements remains the same, states can implement additional rules that affect how employers conduct their hiring processes. Moreover, certain employment programs may have unique eligibility criteria. Programs under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act may require participants to have valid work authorization. While this is consistent across states, it highlights how specific initiatives can have their own requirements. Additionally, many states have their own employment initiatives, which can further complicate the landscape of eligibility requirements. For example, New York has the New York Helps program, which temporarily waives civil service examination requirements for specific positions. This illustrates how states can tailor their employment processes to meet local needs. In summary, while federal laws provide a foundation for employment eligibility, states have the authority to implement their own specific requirements. This leads to variations in employment eligibility across the United States. Job seekers should be aware of both federal and state regulations to ensure they meet all necessary criteria for employment.